Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with Baldur's Gate 3, the almost perfect game. Pros: ton of content. If you do everything, it's going to take you over 100 hours. Gameplay style: you want to be wizard, warrior, rogue, paladin, cleric, something in between, a mix of 5 different things. However you want to play is how you play it. Your character that you choose, you either choose one of the already created characters like Asterion, or Will, or Karlach, or Lae'zel, or you make your own. Are you going to choose a halfling? Maybe an elf. Maybe a Githyanki. Maybe you'll choose a tiefling. It's like, well, let's see, if you do this character, you get resistance to fire, and you get dark vision up to 30 feet. But if you choose this character, you get an extra spell slot at levels 1, 2, and 3. But if you choose that character, you start off with an extra 2 strength. So if you're going to do a warrior, you want to do that character. Just saying. Now, the actual created character is sort of limited. They only have like so many faces and body types you can choose. But there's a reason for that: armor, clothing, so forth. If they did the usual route of, oh yeah, make whatever body you want, it's like, oh hey, you put the helmet on and all your chin and your nose is sticking out of it, so your ears. Well, it's kind of not good looking to have your body clipping through your armor. Also, oh, here's a cutscene. Oh, you made your character 12 feet tall and 500 pounds. Well, they don't, like, the cutscene doesn't work right if you make a huge character like that. So, yes, they did limit the types of bodies, the type of faces you can use, but very good reason. They didn't want your shit clipping through armor or screwing up the cutscenes. I mean, for some people, I'd rather make my 8 foot, 500 pound character. Damn the cutscenes or the armor clipping. But the people who made the game didn't want that, so they made sure that wouldn't happen. I went with a Wizard Tiefling original. She was a badass, named her Andariel. Went out, saved the world. Along the way, again, you meet Asterion, Will, Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Karlach, uh, Gale, Withers, ton of people. A lot of them can join your party. Now, my biggest issue with the game was you can only have 4 people at a time. You and 3 others. Like, well, I need Asterion, he's my rogue. I need Lae'zel, she's my big, strong warrior. I need Shadowheart, she's my cleric, she's my healer. Well, I'm the wizard. I'm a wizard, I don't need Gale in the party. He's another wizard. But, it's like, well, Halcyon, he's a druid, he can turn into a Dilophosaurus. Well, damn it, I want a dinosaur in my party. Well, who do you lose? Do you lose your big, strong warrior? Your healer? Your guy who can pick locks and disarm traps? Or, if you're on PC, mod it. There's a mod that works with the game that allows you to have as many people as you want in your party. With that, I had too many people in my party at times. But it was a ton of fun because then I actually had people. And another thing is, when you're just walking around, your party members will talk to each other. Well, you only have the same 3 people. They say the same things to each other. Or they have the same interactions with each other. When you have a big old group like I had near the end, there is so much being said between them. You'll stop the gameplay, be like, okay, what is saying? That's pretty funny. So yes, if you get it on PC, I do highly recommend getting the Nexus mod that allows you to have more than 4 people in your party. Fantastic mod. Plenty of others out there like the gold is weightless, which probably should have got because there's so many times it's like, how do I have 101 pounds? Oh, I have 41,000 gold on me. Merchants, I feel, could have been more in the game, or had more gold, more items, because so many times, like, I have 800 pieces of armor that I don't need. Well, you come across a fish merchant, or he has 8 fish I can use for camp supplies, he has 600 gold. Trade away, wow, 12 pieces of armor. Only have another 788 more to go to get rid of. So that was one of the limitations. It wasn't really a con, just a limitation is amount of people you can have your party. And the merchants, when you do find one, they don't really have a lot on them. It's like all the shit to trade. But depending on the characters you get with you, it's like, oh wow, this is great for unarmed damage. Well, none of my people do unarmed damage, so anything to do with unarmed damage is fucking worthless to me. More pros, again, huge game, multiple acts. And once you leave Act 1, you go to Act 2, you can go back to Act 1 area. Once you go to Act 3, you cannot go back to 1 and 2. But Act 3 is, again, large area, plenty of dungeons to get to, plenty of secret passageways to open up if you can find them, plenty more people to meet. You could find a circus. There's a clown. There's another clown that's been chopped to pieces you can put together. There's just so much to do if you want to do it all. But if you don't want to do it all, there's people beating the game in under 30 hours. Me, I paid full price of the game. I want to do all of it, so I did all of it. And again, it took me over 111 hours, although, caveat to that, I did 3 different endings at the end. Pretty easy to do for them. Just save the right place. Also, one of the biggest cons in the game is, oh, you need to roll a 12 or higher or you die. You rolled a 10, you die. Well, fuck, alright. Reload. You need to roll a 12 or higher or you die. And you rolled a 2. Oh, but you got plus 3 bonus, so it's a 5. Alright, reload. Reroll. Die. Reload. Reroll. Finally, yes, got a 12 or higher. Alright. We don't die. Now I get it, as far as being Dungeons and Dragons related, it makes sense. You're not always going to roll a nat 20 or whatever. But it's like, oh hey, my rogue has plus 14 minimum to bonuses. Go all the way up to 17 to bonuses for lockpicking. I need to roll 20 or higher. I just need to roll 6 or higher. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. Come on! Finally, I rolled a 7, so no matter what, I pass. Yay! So you will do a lot of safe scumming. Now, some people are like, oh, you shouldn't do safe scumming. But again, there's plenty of places where if you don't do that, the game's over. You die. Like, congratulations, you didn't make this roll, so you died. Oh, you must do this. If you don't do it, you die. You failed. I guess I'm not safe, guys. That's it. Game over. About 22 hours in, and the whole party's dead. Sorry, guys. Gameplay is over. Or safe scum. At points, I feel maybe I should have let it go. It's like, well, I want to do. There was a undead zombie bartender, followed, like, surrounded by a bunch of undead patrons who were not all there. It's like, all right, you can either A, fight him and the 12 people around him. Mind you, this is before I had the one mod that allowed me to have more than 4 people, so there's going to be 4 against a dozen people. One of them with over 200 health. It's like, or it hints at like, he's close to bursting. I bet a couple more drinks on him and he'll explode. So you want to outdrink him. It's like, oh, you got to roll 15 higher. 2, 7, 5, 7, 9, 3, 3, 6, 3, 5, 2, 1, 1, 11. Like, just let me roll 15 or higher, damn it. Yeah, you did. Make sure you save. And alright, oh man. His stomach's swelling even more. He's about to burst. Just gotta get him a drink. One more time. And again. 3, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 7, 9, 3, 6, 7, 2, 1, 5, 17, finally! And he dies. He dies. The others don't attack you. And it's like, as long as they don't attack me, I'm not gonna attack them. They didn't attack me, so I let them go. But that aspect is very annoying where it's like, I want to do X. But I gotta roll 15 or higher to do X. 2, 7, 9, 5, 5, 1, 3, 2, 11. Finally got a 15 or higher. Very annoying. But you, if you wanted to, you could have been like, all right, I failed that. Now we got to fight and fight him and all the ones around him. And people out there are very creative. One person's like, oh, hey, you getting nice with the goblins. You can just walk around the goblin camp. So you can get a bunch of exploding barrels, place them around the camp, and then when you're ready, one little firebolt into the nearest exploding barrel. Boom, 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 boom. Wiped out the entire goblin camp. Didn't have to fight anybody. Ta-da! I fought through them all. But I was able to, like, all right, I'm going to stand here, try to draw these guys in, so I'm drawing the whole camp. Yay, it worked. Beat them, go to camp, rest, get all my skills back, go in, draw more people out, fight them, kill them, so forth. It did work. Then there's other parts of the game where it's like, again, all right, if I can convince this person, I don't have to fight them. They'll fuck off. But you need to roll a 12 or higher. 12 reloads later, finally roll the 15. Yay! But again, I didn't have to save scum that. It wasn't a case of you don't talk them to go away. They'll kill you instantly, like some parts of the game. But there is parts of the game where it's like, if you don't complete this, it's game over. Now what? Well, you gotta reload anyways as the game's over. Or start a whole new game, I guess. Unfortunate. And then, much like XCOM 2, 95% chance to hit. Miss. 95% chance to hit. Miss. 95% chance to hit. Critical miss. Fuck. People are posting on Twitter, and it's very true. If you get into a fight and you haven't won by round 3, you lose. Because if by round 3 you haven't already won, it means you've missed so many of your attacks with your big attacks, like you got left of your weaker attacks, and they're not going to do the damage you need. Alright, here comes my level 6 spell. I'll be able to kill 3 guys with one, and it fucking miss. I didn't kill a single person, and I don't get any more level 6 attacks. Fuck. I'm going to go and lays out. She's got 3 attacks per turn. She gets 3 more if I use the action surge. Miss, miss, hit. Alright, action surge. Miss, hit, miss. 6 attacks. 2 hits. Fuck, that's not enough. So again, there's cases like that where it's like, well, reload, because if you don't win by turn 3, you're not going to win at all. You're going to die. In which case, you got to reload the game anyways. So yes, the save scumming aspect can be very annoying. Although I was playing at the middle difficulty. If I played at a lower difficulty, it may have been easier. May have, instead of 15, maybe only needed a 10. Instead of a 10, maybe only needed a 6. I don't know. I didn't play on easy. I only played on the medium level. And the story itself is pretty good. Mind flayers are infecting people with tadpoles. You're one of them. So are the rest of your group. They burn through your brain. It's like, well, we've got to get rid of them. Well, you come across a hag. Oh, I'll remove it if you do this. Oh no, I can't remove it because there's a magic barrier around it. Even my powers aren't enough. Alright, well, if she didn't make her deal. Reload. Fight. And you don't have to do this, but I was a bit of a dick with the merchants. I was like, alright, well, I got all the quests in this area done. So, all the people here, I don't need them anymore. They don't join my party, they don't become allies, they just exist. Well, kill everybody, get the experience, take all the loot. Or when I was in Baldur's Gate, there's a church, whatever. It's like, alright, buy some stuff from him. Oh, there's a hatch. Oh, I can't lockpick because he's standing there watching me. Well, go over here, close the door so no one else sees, kill him. Oh, he's got a key. Don't even need a lockpick anymore. Got all the stuff that I sold to him back, plus more. Get the experience for killing him. Got a curse from the gods on the one character that actually did the killing blow. I thought that was interesting. It's like, this guy is whatever member of a church, whatever, and if you killed him, you piss off his god that he worshipped, and they cursed the character that killed him. It's like, that's interesting. Because I killed a lot of people, and none of them got cursed. But this one specific character, you killed him, you pissed off his god, you got cursed. And throughout the game, there's a lot of choices. In the end, do they really matter? I mean, except for maybe 3 or 4 choices, probably not. But it depends on the character you're playing. Well, I'm playing as a hero, so I'm gonna do the good choice. I'm gonna make the right choice. I'm gonna save this person. I'm gonna heal that person. I'm gonna get their shit back from the bad guys and give it to them instead of keeping it for myself. But one person made patches from Dark Souls, and they acted like patches. Guess what? They were a dick to everyone. But like I said, except for maybe 3 or 4 choices, really? Eh. It's just gameplay, storytelling choices, not anything that actually matter for the most part. But you can say that about 99% of all games out there. Oh, you got choices to make. Yeah, but do they really matter? So, the almost perfect game, I had to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Just limited party size until you get the mod. Merchants, few and far between, and don't have much on them. And then the fucking save scumming. Reload, reload, reload. And again, some places you don't need to do that. Like, alright, I failed this roll. I guess we gotta fight. I failed this roll. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get past this secret passageway another way. Instead of just getting this person to open up for me because I convinced him I was sent by his boss. But other times, again, if you fail the roll, it's game over. So yeah, save scumming, few and far between merchants with nothing on them really worth buying except for a couple things here and there. And limited party size, closes game back. Other than that, once you get the mod, hey, 1 out of 3 things, eh. And I'm sure in the future there'll be more mods that make it like the merchants have more on them, like no double gold on merchants or something. Sure, more mods will come for the PC version, so hopefully that'll get taken care of. And surprised there isn't already a mod for this, but like, hey, make all choices require 2 or higher. I actually looked for that. Like, is there any way like change the lore of the dice? There wasn't at the time of me playing the game or the time that I looked. But I'm sure that's coming. I'm sure there'll be someone to make a mod like, all right, if you want to do this, you just gotta roll 2 or higher. Now, yes, you could always roll 1, but yeah, it sucks to be if you roll 1. Because there's plenty of aspects of the game where it's like, I want to do this, I just gotta roll. Reload, roll, reload, roll, reload. 5 minutes later, finally got a 16, alright. But, again, you don't have to do that. You can be like, alright, I failed to drink this guy until he exploded. Gotta fight him and everyone around him. Sucks. But, what you gonna do? With that, yeah, like I said, 9.5 out of 10. Almost perfect. Get this game if you have the chance. Whether it's PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Xbox was announced finally. They may not have mods for those yet, but maybe they will in the future. Cross fingers, knock on wood. And I gotta say, spoiler, do not listen past this part, but spoiler, easiest way to defeat the brain at the end, Gale. Gale's got a nuke in him. Yeah, you die, but you defeat the brain very easily. I was easily amused by that. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.